Hi, Dave Bryan here with ETN News. I'm over here at the Christian Post today. One of the headlines is Christian Group Labeled Extremist by Parents for Teaching Children About Sin and Hell. Now, this is something that we're warned of in our Bibles, to be understanding that this is going to happen. And now we're seeing it come to light. This is just another sign of the end times, folks, to know that they're already labeling us Christian people as extremist. Now, it's a little crazy, but I'll read the first part of this article to you. A Christian group is defending itself against allegation that it's teaching students extremist views after being banned from a church-run primary school following complaints by parents who said that their children were being exposed to potentially damaging ideology. Now, if you'll take a look at this picture, you'll know that there's been many immigrants that have been forced into society in the UK, and you'll notice that there are a number of children with the hijab on, and so we would have to assume that they're most likely of a different ideology. It doesn't really get into what ideologies are fighting this, but it states that many of the people in this church-run school are not Christians, so they're kind of upset that their children are being taught about sin and hell, and some parents apparently complained about their children were being taught about sin, and were told that if they don't believe in God, they would not go to a good place when they died. Now, these are impressionable young minds, and yes, they'll listen to pretty much anything the adults teach them. And the truth is one of the main things they need to be taught. But as you can see, there are many things that in this world, or all things in this world, are untrue. I'm going to jump over here because there's a link on here. It speaks about the Church of England. This post, another Christian post, Justin Weebly to worried Christian couple. Transgender children at school, not a problem. The story goes, the child came home from school one day confused and talked to his parents, and the parents became upset because this child had a friend. One day this child was a boy, the next day he came in school wearing a dress, and the boy couldn't quite understand what was going on with his friend. He was confused, so he went home and talked to his parents, and his parents are obviously upset, and they're thinking about suing the school because of the damage that's being done to their children. Now, one of these leaders, Justin Weebly, is telling parents and children not to worry. This is okay. In standing up for this guy a little bit, the Church of England leader, Justin Weebly, said while he is struggling with the controversial case of a conservative Christian couple pulling their child out of school due to the acceptance of transgender. Now, he's struggling with this, and if he's a Christian, he knows that what the Bible says about this whole transgender thing. This is another problem we're having in this society now, is that our church leaders are backing down to man as opposed to standing up for their God, just to keep the peace. And this is one of the troubles that's going to cause more confusion and more damage within our society, by not having true leaders of a church stand up and speak the truth of the Bible. So I just want to make people aware that this kind of stuff is going on in the end times, and I'll leave links in the description. Please remember, Jesus warned us of all these things. Please get saved. Accept Jesus Christ into your heart, because He is coming soon. This is Dave with ETN. Thank you.
No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. And the Pharisees also, who were covetous, heard all these things, and they derided him. And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but God knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.